I hear someone crying so much. Okay, good evening once again. My name is Nanono Harriet. I'm in Uganda. I am a cryptocurrency trader and a trainer. So I train people what I have so far, what I have learned. I think I have some knowledge for now. I trust myself now that I have some knowledge about crypto and about trading. At least I know it is too wide. The cryptocurrency industry is too wide, and you cannot finish it. But we always just try, but what I know, I always share it with the others. Today, before I do any other thing, I just want to share with you something here. There is something that I want to share with people before I go to today's lesson. There is something that I want to share with you. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Just a minute, and then I bring it here. It is here in the images. Come on. Just a minute. There is something I want to share with you. It is all about the bull run. You people, we are singing one word. We are singing a song called the Bull Run. We are going to the bull run. We expected it. We are looking at all the signs are showing that it is going to happen even before it was expected. All along we thought that it is going to come after the Bitcoin halving, but according to what we are seeing, it might even come before. It might come even before. By the time we go to the Bitcoin halving, we shall have started the bull run. We are just waiting for one drop, what can I say? One dipping. I don't know how I can as well call it, but we are waiting for the Bitcoin to hit. It has to go down one more time. And we need to be just ready. It must go down one more time to either 24,000 or even below. Then the moment we see it going there, then the next thing we are going to be shooting up. Yesterday I shared this on my Facebook page, and it was showing the bull market is coming. The bull market is coming, and then the Bitcoin halving, by yesterday it was remaining with 206 days. For today it is at 205 days. 205 days, less than a year for the Bitcoin halving to happen. And then people always ask, what is in the bull? What is Bitcoin halving, or even any other coin? All other coins that are being mined, they can have what we call the halving. And then the halving happens that people who are solving, for those ones who have ever attended my presentations on Saturday, I always say someone can make money out of mining the coins. So very many people, of those people who are mining those coins, it is the mining a coin is just solving a transaction. So those who are solving transactions are rewarded, and their rewards are always divided into two every after 4 years. Now, for the case of Bitcoin, it came to the market in 2009. So 2010, 11, 12, and 13, there was a halving. When it had just started, and everyone was earning 25 Bitcoins every solution, every transaction being solved, or every block which is being made, they could be given 25 Bitcoins. Then after 4 years, it was divided into two. So they went to around 12.5 Bitcoins. But let us just look at the most recent one that happened in 2021. They were being given 6-point-something Bitcoins. Now, in 2024, the block reward is going to go to 3.1. It is going to go to 3.1. It is going to go to 3.125 Bitcoin. Then in 2028, I know we shall be around. Then this one will be divided into two, and then they will be earning 1.5625 Bitcoin. Then in 2032, it will go to 0.7. Then in 2036, 0.3. In 2040, it will go to 0.1 Bitcoin. I know by that time, Bitcoin will be around maybe or clocking $1 million, such that someone mines and then is given a 0.1. That is too much money. That is too much money already. Okay, so that's what it means. So we are looking at seeing this one happening. Seeing this one happening, and it is going to happen around April next year. So in preparation for this, because we know every time the halving happens, and then the rewards are divided into two, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Some people who have been doing those transactions are going to lose morale and say, I'm not doing it because the reward now is too low. So that one will create a scarcity. The production or the mining of Bitcoin will go a bit low. And when it goes a bit low, it means the demand is going to go up. Remember, people are learning how to use cryptocurrencies. The demand is going to go high. And when the demand goes high and the supply is low, we are going to see a rise in prices or in value with the Bitcoin. And many times when the Bitcoin goes up, of course, even other altcoins or alternative coins, they are going to also go up. Someone who is on this Zoom call and you have always been hearing altcoins, it means alternative coins. What are alternative coins? Those are the coins which are not Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. So all other coins are regarded as alternative coins. So when we are looking at how the market is moving, many times we are benchmarking using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. Though there are other coins which are even more expensive than BNB, than Ethereum, they are there. Like we have YFI, but we are benchmarking on those three. Okay, now a little bit about Bitcoin, Let us run fast to let us run a little bit fast to what? This is what I wanted to talk about. Let me show you this thing. I want you to look at this one, that every time, remember we always say that the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency business or the cryptocurrency values of coins go down 1 year, then 3 years it is going up. Okay, 3 years it is going up, 1 year it is going down, then 3 years it is going up, and within those 3 years, that's where the result is. That's where the result is halving, especially for Bitcoin. Okay, especially for Bitcoin. Now look at 2011 was a bear market. Okay, it was a bear market. Now see 2012, then 2013. Things were going up. Look at 2014, it was a bear market. 2015 started going up, 2016, then 2017, it tops up the bull run. Then 2018, it was going down. Then 2019, it started going up. 2020, then in 2021, we saw the Bitcoin going up to 69,000 US dollars. Now, 2022, for those ones who have been around, 2022, we saw how the market was. Now, meaning in the first year after the bear market, it is called the pre-bull. So 2023 is a pre-bull. Then in 2024, it is going to be the first bull. Then in 2025, it is going to be the second bull. And then in 2026 is going to be a bear market. Now, what do I want to tell you? You who is on this Zoom call, in 2023 and 2024, then in 2025, those are your years to get rich. Okay, those are your years to get rich. or even if you don't get rich in this bull run, which we are going to in 2023, 2024, and 2025, let those ones be years for you to get capital, okay? For you to get capital, such that in 2026, you'll be having what to trade with in the bear market in order for you to accumulate more coins. So the next bull run, which will happen in 2027, 28, and then 29, that will be the years for you to get filthy rich. If you fail to get rich in the 2024, and then 2025, first bull and second bull. I don't know whether we have understood that one. If you have understood that one, you can go in the chat room and then write for me a 0. Then I continue to the next thing. And then I continue to the next thing. You go to the chat room and then write for me a 1. I mean a 0. Write a 0 in the chat room and then I continue. Clive Grant has given me a 0, then Mabu, then Bravo has given me a 0, then I see Rachel has given me a 0, then Emmanuel Asabu, and then others will come. Others will give me next time. Then I want you to look at the next thing before I go away. This is the last thing I am talking about before I go to today's lesson, today's indicator. I want us to look at the the Binance, and then I want us to look at something small with the Bitcoin. Something small with the something small with the Bitcoin, something small with the Bitcoin. When I come to the market here, and then I come to my favorite, my Bitcoin is here. When you click on a coin, today the volume is 490 million US dollars that have gone through the Bitcoin today. And then YFI got the second what? I say in the second, YFI is in the second position with 451,000. 451,000, then Ethereum with 196,000.49 million. Then we are having 2.25, then we have others and so on and so on. But we just want to look at the Bitcoin. I just want us to look at the Bitcoin. I want to show you something with the Bitcoin. Or even if it is not the Bitcoin alone, when you click on a coin and you want to get more information about that coin, always come here and get some information about that coin here. Okay, around there, and then get some more information about it. Okay, get some more information about it. And then when you get there, when you click on info, it is going to give you more information about that coin. Now, this is the Bitcoin. When you look at Bitcoin, when it comes to its rank, it is ranked #1. So no one should lie to you that there is another coin which is #1. So Bitcoin is ranked #1, and its market cap, there is a lot of money in the Bitcoin. Its market cap is 510.04 billion US dollars. I think you can see that is its market cap. Its market dominance, it is dominating the market by 48.90%. By 48, it is dominating the market by 48.90%. Then it's a saturation supply for now. You know, when Satoshi Nakamoto was making the Bitcoin, they made only 21 million Bitcoin. Only 21 million Bitcoin. We cannot add, we cannot deduct. It is basically 21 million. So far, what is in the saturation? It's 19.5 million BTC, which is in the saturation. Whereas the maximum supply, it is 21 million, as I said. So what is in the saturation right now is 19.5. So by the time we reach the halving, this saturation supply, and then the total supply will be 21 million. It will be 21 million matching with the total supply. So that's why they always say we go to the halving. And then they will start creating scarcity. Again, we shall start calculating, we shall start counting saturation supply at 1, 2, 3, until when after 4 years, it will be, this one will be 21, and this one will be 21. Okay, I don't know whether you have understood what I'm talking about, and that is that. Okay, we followed this one by last year. By last year, this one was around, it was around 18 million. Was it 18, 17? By last year in 2022, around May, we started following this, and it has been increasing. So by April next year, this will be 21, and this one will be 21 million. If you have understood that one, let us continue. And then they are always telling you that the all-time high for Bitcoin, that is the highest that it has ever gone. The highest it has ever gone, is 68,789, whereas the all-time low, it reached the all-time low in 2013 in July, and that was 65.526 ever since it was issued out on 1st of November 2008. So that is, you can also look at the official website of the Bitcoin. You can also come and then read one time, read about its white paper, and then other things that concern the Bitcoin. Always the information is there. Always the information is there. Always the information is there. So many times people can ask you questions, and if you don't have the right information, you might be frustrated because people can talk, okay? People can talk. You can always come here and then you read about the Bitcoin. You can read about the Bitcoin, not only the Bitcoin, but also other coins. So today I just wanted us to look at the Bitcoin, and then we get to know where we can as well get information. What else? Where else can we get information? From the trading view. From the trading view, we can also get information from there. We can get information from there. Open. Okay, it is opening. The Bitcoin is here. Always, if you want to get more information about the coin, you can always come here, and then you can look at these three things. You can look at these things. There is volume, there is preview, there is open, there is days, then there is news, there is mind, and then there is the ideas. So always, you can as well come here and then get some more information. You can say, I want to see preview. If I want to look at the preview of the Bitcoin, the trading view, this application, this wonderful application, it will give you information. You want to preview the Bitcoin, open. Okay, you can say, I want to look at some information about the Bitcoin, and then it can as well show you the Bitcoin. It is the market open. It opened at when it was at 26, and then it is always showing you the days range, where the days range it has been moving. You know, I know we are going to study a certain indicator, but this one is also very good information. The days range, it has been moving between 2688 and 26397. That's where it has been. The whole day it has been in between there. 52 weeks range, it is the 52 weeks, that is annual range. It has been between 15,400 and 31,800. This is the lowest it was when the year was starting, and then this is the highest it has gone within this year, okay? Within this year. You can always go down and then say the volume, how much money, the volume which is in the Bitcoin is 15.21K, and then average volume, and then performance, it is always giving you year to date, then 1 year, it is always giving you. And then it can also give you technicals. So there are always people say, I want to know more about, and then how do I trade this coin or not? Even if I've not gone to Binance, what do I have to do? When you go to the technicals and then you look at the summary is always having the summary. These are some of the things that you can look at, even if you have not looked at the candles, okay? You can look at these things and then say, in one day it is saying, we have strong sell, we have sell, we have neutral, we have buy and strong buy. But in the sell, it is saying 14. In the neutral, it is 10, and then in the buy, it is 2. So which means selling sell is taking over, okay? Sell is taking over, and then you can as well go the oscillator. The oscillator having it has strong sell and then neutral. And then when we go there, it is saying sell, it is 1, it is having 1, neutral is 9, and then buy is 1. Okay, and then you can also continue and then say moving averages. The moving averages, they are saying strong sell. Please, strong sell. They are saying strong sell. Now, for you to trade a coin, always come and check what is the summary saying. Is the summary telling me to sell? Is it telling me strong sell? Is it telling me neutral? Is it telling me buy or strong buy? Okay, and then you look at the summary, then you look at the oscillators and then the moving averages. If the three are saying the same thing, then you do what it is saying. Now, or you can as well trade that coin if the summary, the oscillators, and then the moving averages are saying the same thing. You can go on and now look at this one. Now with this one, the summary is saying sell. Then the oscillator, it is saying sell. Sell is just 1. And then down here, it is saying strong sell. So you can as well say, I'm not going to trade that one. I'm not going to trade that one. Then this one is saying the RSI, it is neutral. Value action, then stochastic is saying 41, it is neutral. Then commodity channel index, it is saying neutral. Average, it is saying neutral. Then momentum, it is saying sell. MACD is saying buy. Stochastic, you remember stochastic, it is saying neutral. Then bull bear power. So these ones are moving averages. These are moving averages. At first, we are looking at the oscillators, then moving averages. That is exponential. EMA is saying sell. SMA says sell. So these ones, all the moving averages are saying sell, 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 which means it is not going up. It is going down. You should sell. Then when we go to the pivots, the Fibonacci, the Camilla, the what, the stock, the resistances, and then the supports. What are they saying? It is always important. You go and look at them. What are they saying? And then you can as well also based on those ones, and then you take a decision in order to do something. Have I said something? Have I shown you something that might be beneficial to you? If that is the case, please go to the chat room and then give me a 1. Then we go to today's indicator. We go to today's indicator. Go to the chat room, give me a 1. We go to today's indicator. Clive Grant given me 1, Noah 1, Bravo 1, and then who else has given me a 1? The rest are still giving me a 0. So that is something. So people, when we are using Binance, rest assured that there is a lot of money in that bank. There is a lot of in those coins. Just imagine the Bitcoin has it has what? A market cap of 510 billion. So there is a lot of money. There is a lot of money. There is a lot of money. If you have understood that one, yes, I've seen a 1 and a, let us go to the trading view and then we look at the today's indicator. Today's indicator, it is called the ABCD V1. It is called the ABCD V1. ABCD V1. ABCD V1. ABCD V1. It is called ABCD V1. It is an indicator. Today's indicator we are going to look at is ABCD V1. Let us go there and then look at it. Let us go there and then we look at it. We are going to use the Bitcoin. Or even we can get another. You see, it is just neutral. Someone was, so which means the other preview was a good one. Was a good one. We can as well see. Is it trying to make a head and shoulder? No. Okay, let us use the Bitcoin, or even you can suggest. Friends, can we suggest a coin that we can look at? Let us suggest a coin we can look at, and then let us suggest a coin we can look at this evening, and then we start using that one. I had chosen the Bitcoin, but as well you can choose. Suggest, then we. Someone says world coin. Someone says acro, another says also acro, ONT. Oh my God, people like acro, you people. Acro is still going down. I'm not just frustrating you, I'm not just discouraging you, but it is still going down. It made a huge move upwards and it is still going down. I remember the other 2 weeks I was telling you about, let us look at it. Let us first look at it. You know, people love it so much. But from where it has gone, it is going to give people a lot of money when it is coming back, especially those ones who have bought with margin calls. Those ones who have bought with a lot of margin calls, they are going to make a lot of money from acro. I'm looking for it. Where did you go? It is here. Okay, the acro, the acro, the acro, the acro, the acro. Okay, it is here. Let me see my lines, let them come, and then I show you where I expected. You see, I drew my lines. The other time when I was talking to you, I expected it to end here. I was expecting it to end here, but I saw it breaking, but because I had drawn another support, so we are heading to 0.00635. This is where we are heading. Okay, this is where we are. This is where we are heading. So when we reach there, again, we shall not have yet reached 100% retracement. We shall reach the 100% retracement from the journey we had moved upwards at 0.00427. So if we don't change and then go up at 0.0065, which means we shall be heading to 0.0427. So that one will be 100% retracement. That will be 100% retracement. Then we shall wait. We shall see some concentration there, some ranging there, until when we shall again decide to move up again. Okay, so we are going to use acro. Friends, allow me to choose another coin. Acro has a lot of my lines. I don't want to remove them. Let me use another one. Someone was suggesting on. Sorry, I'm not going to use acro. I just wanted us to take a look at it. But I drew a lot of my lines because I'm trading it. I am trading it. So I don't want to remove my. Let's look at ONT. Let's look at ONT. Let's look at ONT. Let's look at ONT. That is ONT. And I said, let us put in our indicator, and that is the ABCD V1. We go here, for those ones who are new here in this class, we go here on this plus, and then we click on it in order to go and get the indicator. Click on indicator. When you click on indicator, for me, I always have, if you did not put them in the favorites, you go to technicals. When you go to technicals, go in the search bar here and then write ABCD V1. It is ABCD V1, and it must be from Bruin, that one. You click on it. When you click on it, it is going to be highlighted. The moment it is highlighted, you go back to your chart, you are going to find it there. It is almost looking like like what? Like the Gartley predictor, but the difference is the Gartley predictor it is also a zigzag line, but it has red and green. That is its color. So with the ABCD V1, you can make it any color that you want, but I just want you to look at one thing which makes it different from other indicators. What makes it different from other indicators are these ones. For it indicates the higher highs, the higher lows, the lower lows, and then the lower highs. That's what makes it different from other indicators. So it is a zigzag line, but it is showing higher highs, higher lows, and then lower lows. Okay, that is the ABCD V1. You can make it any color, and then when you click on it, you go to the settings, and then you can set it you can set it, giving it the color that you want. I'm clicking on the settings. Let's go to the inputs. The inputs, you can say, I want it to show patterns, show back colors, don't tick it. Filter Bill William factors, don't just tick show HHLL, show higher highs and then lower lows. Show time, don't tick it. Then time frame 240. Then show zigzag. You can say that I don't want to see the zigzag, but you can always leave it there in order for you to be seeing it moving this way and that way. Sorry, friends, I am back. Someone was making a lot of noise. I think they are about to go to sleep. Okay, I am back. So I was in the inputs for the ABCD V1. I've said tick show patterns, tick show HHLL, tick show zigzag. When you go to the style, you can choose the color that you want. When we go to the style, all these ones are ticked, okay? All of them are ticked except back color, color 0, color 1, color 2. Those ones you don't tick them, but the rest you leave them ticked, okay? The rest you leave them ticked, but again, you can choose, you can change the color. You can change the color of what you want. You can say, for me, lower lows, I want them to be in this color. The higher highs, I want them to be in this color. You can choose, but for me, I left them like that. That's what I wanted. So you can give them the colors that you want, okay? You can give them colors that you want. The zigzag, you can say, for me, the zigzag, I want it to be green. You can say, I want it to be green. So if it is green, I love it that way. And I can say, I want it to be so thick. And then the opacity, I want it to be 100%. I want the opacity to be 100%. And then visibility, never do anything about the visibility. Always come here on these 3 dots, save as default, such that even if you remove it, as you put it back, it will always be there. So you can look at this. You can look at this. I have made it so thick. I can as well go back to the settings, and then I say, I want the higher highs and then lower lows. I can give them different colors. I can say the higher highs, I am giving them orange, okay? And then the opacity, maybe I want it 100%. Then higher low, lower lows, I want it to be blue. And then the opacity, I want it to be 100%. Then which one else? Higher lows, I can say I want it to be red, I want it to be purple, maybe hot pink, opacity 100%. It depends on what you want. Then you can as well say, I want this one lower low to be maroon. Is this maroon? I don't know. The opacity, and then I put it 100%. I go to the set as default, I go to OK, and then I come back. As I come back, I'm going to find when each and everything has changed. You can as well see, you can see those colors. Those are the colors. They are those colors. You see, the colors that I have put, they are the ones too. I have the orange, I have the red, I have the blue, I have the purple. I think you can see these ones. Okay, these are the colors that I have chosen to indicate for me the lower lows, the higher lows, and so on. I think you can see. I have this one, which is yellow, I mean orange. Is it orange or yellow? Is it gold? I don't know. There is this one, which is red. There is this one, which is purple. There is another one, which is red. There is one which is green. So it depends on what I want them to be. Whereas the line which is drawing the zigzag, I made it green or even. I can as well say I want to change it to be another color. So if I want to change it to be another color, I go back, I click on my indicator up here, and then I click on settings. I click on settings. When I click on settings, and then I say, my what? How do I call it? The zigzag line. It is here. The zigzag line. The zigzag line. Where is it? The zigzag line. I can as well say I am changing it to. I'm changing it to which one? To this blue. And then I want it to be not so thick. And then I come here and then I save as default. And then I say, okay. And when I come back to my chart, it has already changed. The other one was becoming too. Now, someone can as well ask, how do I use this one to put in a trade? How do I use this one to put in a trade? That is the question. That is the question. The question is simple. The question is simple. For as long as you know what you put, for as long as you know what you put, okay? Let us first go back and then I show you. We get to know which colors that we chose, okay? Which colors that we chose. We have higher high, it is orange. Then we have lower high is blue, and then higher low is purple, and then lower low. Higher low is purple, then lower low is maroon. Is it? Now, if you want to use the ABCD V1 indicator, always go to the chart and look at, don't look at when it is showing a higher high and then higher lows. Go to the chart and see when it is showing lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. When it is showing lower lows, it means the trend is almost changing. It means the trend is almost changing. Let us look at this one. This one, let me show you here. Let me show you here something here. When we look at here, it was making higher, lower high, another lower high, then it made a lower low, and then it made another lower low. Then we have this green. It must have been a higher low. Depending on the colors that we gave it, let us confirm. Let us confirm higher low. Which color did we give it? Which higher low? Higher low, higher low, higher low. Higher, high, higher low. We gave it purple. Green is filtered perfectuals. Then we have higher high, lower low, then lower. Higher low, and then lower low. So you who is going to trade always, and you are going to use this ABCD V1, look at the lower lows, and then at the lower lows. When you see the lower low, the last lower low, it means the trend is changing. How do you know that the trend is changing? You will see that the line has been printed, okay? The line doesn't print until when that small trend or that small movement has ended. The way I told you with the Gartley predictor, the Gartley predictor doesn't draw a line before the trend or that movement has draws it when that movement has ended. So now this one, it also as it draws, then the next one should be putting in a trade, and then you trade, and then you put in a trade. You take a percentage. So I just want to tell you that if you are to use the ABCD V1 ABCD V1, always look for higher low. Where there is a higher low, where they have printed the higher low, that is the entry point. That is a perfect entry point. Let us try and see. Everywhere where there was a higher low, where there was a higher low, after lower lows, Look at this. We had this low, higher low, then we had this lower low, we had this other lower low. This one's lower high, but it did not become a higher high. And then we came here, this one was a lower high because it is lower than this lower. This one was a higher low because it is a higher low. It is a higher than this lower low. But again, it is not, I don't know. I'm failing to give it to you in the simplest way. This one is a higher low. It is not as low as this one. It is even not lower than this one, this point. So that's why it is a higher low. But again, it is not a higher high because it has not surpassed the previous higher high. The previous higher high that we are having is this one. Most of them that we are having, they are all lower highs. They are all lower highs. And then this one, because it is lower, it is higher than this lower low. So that's why this one was called, it is called higher low. So this one would have been also a higher low, though it was not indicated, but there is that green thing. So when you see a higher low, you can put in a trade, and then you take a 2% and a 3%. Everywhere you are going to see higher lows, you will see that the market made some good movement. Okay, the market made some good movement here. Sorry. The market made some good movement here. I want to show you lower low, higher lows, higher low. We are looking for higher lows. Not a higher highs. We are looking for higher lows. Everywhere we have a higher low, it is a good place for an entry. You see, higher low, this one made this movement up to here. Someone who traded here made a trade, made some good trades, made some profit. Then we have lower low, made a very huge movement. Then this higher low, then it made this lower low. So which means this one was almost, it did not go up, but instead we went down. Now, however much I have said that you have to look for a higher low, don't look at only one higher low. From when we get a lower low, okay? When you wait for a higher low, wait for the first higher low, then on the second higher low, it is always the perfect place to enter a trade. Okay? Now here we had this higher low here. So this one was not, maybe it did not become a perfect higher low. So that's why it was not indicated, though there was that arrow. So we had to wait for another higher low here to make a good movement. Then this lower low, but again, because this one was a pregnant candle. Now for those ones who know the candle patterns, this one is a pregnant one. Let me make it. This one, it is an harami. It is a harami. This one got pregnant of this. This one got pregnant of this one. So that's why we are seeing this movement. It was a lower low, but we see this movement. Now I've put in a lot of things. Now I am saying a lot of things. I don't know whether people will understand me. I don't know whether people will understand me. I don't know whether you will understand me, you people. Remember, I said, when you are going to trade and you are doing analysis, don't look at only one indicator. Compare, because sometimes the ABCD one might be saying something else, whereas the stochastic is also saying something else. And then the support and resistance, it is showing something different. So it is always important to compare three. When you see three and they are saying the same thing, put in a trade. Now for this one, I am saying this, if you are going to use only one indicator, and that is the ABCD one, and if you want to use it only that one, look for only where there is a higher low. The moment the higher low is printed, you can put in a trade. You can put in a trade. You can put in a trade, and then you go everywhere where there is a higher low. Everywhere there is a higher low, we saw movements. We saw good movements. Or even when you are looking for higher lows and you are not seeing them in the bigger time frame, you can change and then you go to a smaller time frame. Go to a smaller time frame and then see what are they saying. What are they saying? In the 1 hour time frame, we are seeing lower low, lower low. There is a lot of with the ontology. Ontology, no, it is not ontology, it is ontology. That is ONT. There has been a lot of ranging. Too much ranging, I think you can see. We're just having lower highs and then lower lows, lower highs and then lower lows, lower highs until when we got some higher low. And then this higher low made some movement. That's why we are seeing some higher highs, small higher highs, but again, they are not so good to make you that there is that good momentum. So in case like you have seen a movement like this, you can either enter a trade and then put in the take a 1.5% or a 2%. There is no momentum in the market. The market is just ranging. The market is it is doing sideways. Or even you can as well say, I can still leave you somewhere here, and then I go to another one until when I find a coin which is having the best of what I want to use, and then I trade that one. I don't know whether I am understood. I don't know whether I am understood. Please, people, tell me. Now look at this one. This one is so good. This one is so good. It did lower lows, and then I see a higher low here. The higher low here. Someone who entered the higher low might have taken the 2%, but again, it didn't stay there for so long, and then it came down here. It is giving lower lows. It's still giving lower low, and then lower highs. We don't know whether it is coming down to make another lower low. So that's why I said when you see a higher low, wait for another second higher low. It is the one that will help tell you that now a trend has changed. We are going up. Look at one higher low, wait for another one. However much the market can as well go with one higher low, it might go up, but again, that one might be a fake one. You wait for the second one to be made, then that is a confirmation that a trend has been changed, and we are going to do another one. We are going to change the movement. Or if we are in the down, of course, the higher low always happens when we are from the down movement. Now we are changing the trend to go to the upward or the uptrend. If I am understood with what I have said, please go to the chat room and then give me a 3. Give me a 3, or even if you have a question about what I have said, please you ask before I go away from here. We have so far studied over 5. Are they 5, 6, 7? I think we are having 6, 7 indicators that we have understood. You can try one by one. Try them one by one, until when you find out 3 that can as well work for you. There is one powerful indicator that I have not yet taught you, and that is the Fibonacci retracement. Clive Grant says 3, but I want you to repeat. I would have repeated, but the time has gone. I want you to repeat. I have said the ABCD V1. To use it, look for the higher low. From the lower lows, when the market is moving downwards and it is forming lower lows. After the end of lower lows, wait for higher low. Wait for a higher low. The moment you see a higher low, the first higher low after a lower low, don't enter into the trade with that one. Wait for the next higher low. The next higher low is going to be the perfect entry point to enter into the market. And then after you have seen that one, you enter, take 2%, 3%, and then get out of the market with victory. In case the market changes, because it can always change, trade with margin calls. And I'm telling you, those ones who are trading, those ones especially who are trading using the Royal Kirobot, never trade without margin calls, because the market can change. However much all indicators are showing that we are to go up, but there are other factors that can as well drive the market, like news, like anything can as well happen, especially news. News can as well change the market, no matter what the indicators are saying. Clive, is it Clive? Clive Grant, have I now made some sense to you when I've repeated? If I have made some sense, please tell me. Or even if I have not, if it is not understood, I will again come back next time and then I do it again. Oh, he says, yes, thank you. Then William says also 3, which means he has understood it. Bravo wanted us to look at CFX. He wanted us to look at CFX. Let me see if I can as well look at it in the next 1 minute as we go away from here. We are already past time. We are only remaining with the Fibonacci retracement tool. When I teach that one, then I'll be done with the indicators. Then the CFX is also ranging. I think you can see. You can see it is not going up, it is not going down. It is just there. It is just ranging. It is still ranging, by the way. It is just ranging. But again, in the ranging market, you can trade and then make a 2%, 3% in the ranging market. You make a 2%, you make a 3%, and then you get out of the market. Don't take 10% in the ranging market. Don't take 5%. You'll be disappointed. You will be disappointed. So bravo. CFX, it is still ranging, my dear. It is still ranging. And then for you to know, is it still ranging or it is about to decide? It is always important. And then you put there the volume spread analysis in order to tell you, is there volume or it is the volume which is disturbing the coin in order for it not to move. Many times it is the volume which disturbs. It is the volume that disturbs coins from moving, either going up or coming down. It is the volume. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to end here, and then I want to thank you for attending